Warhammer 3 is bringing a slew of new units with it, and many of them are large, terrifying monsters and demons. With that obviously comes the question of which one is the strongest. Perhaps you would be surprised to learn that one of the top contenders isn't even one of these greater demons. So what unit am I talking about? Well, if you've been paying attention to any of the multiplayer battles or the Chaos Clash tournament, you will probably have already seen it. The unit hails from the Ogre Kingdom's roster, and it's the Iron Blaster Artillery. So what makes this a top tier contender for the best unit in Warhammer 3? Well, let's start off by taking a look at its unit card and its stats. So the Iron Blaster has 90 armor, 60 leadership, 66 speed, 26 melee attack, 20 melee defense, 81 weapon strength with some anti-infantry bonus as well as armor piercing, a charge bonus of 48, ammunition of 20, range of 380, and a whooping missile strength of 729. The biggest thing to point out about the Iron Blaster is that it's both artillery and a decent cavalry, much like the Bear Sled and the Skull Throne of Khorne and many other artillery pieces in Warhammer 3. Now obviously you want to use as much ammunition, if not all the ammunition, before you even consider charging it anywhere, but you do have the option of both playing the artillery piece or the charging unit if need be. So while this is not very different from the other artillery pieces in Warhammer 3, it is very different from the artillery pieces in Warhammer 2, where you only had the option of shooting it because it was very slow and didn't really have a charge bonus. Another big thing to point out is the 66 speed. Now this isn't cavalry fast, but for a siege equipment artillery, this is very fast. And this allows you options such as repositioning and or running away from slower infantry units. So even if it does get caught up in melee and you want to get it out of there, you have the speed to do it. Combine that with, say, a Gretchlin unit to hold down whatever is chasing them, and this thing can get into a different position and start shooting again quite quickly. Your missile strength is also very good, as I'm sure many of you have already noticed. A big bonus about the missiles is the armor sundering effect, reducing the armor of enemies hit by 30. That means that the first shot hitting on your average infantry unit will reduce their armor to about 10 or 20. That makes it so subsequent shots are not nearly as affected by the damage reduction coming from armor. And if you are confused about how armor affects damage, you can go ahead and check out my video all about it. So all of these things I've mentioned sound great. You have a fast moving artillery piece that can pack a punch and even reduces the armor of enemies hit by its missiles. But no unit is perfect, and the biggest downside about this thing comes at its accuracy. Now, accuracy is not a stat that is shown in game, but it is visually shown. Let me show you how you can see the accuracy of something. So, by selecting the unit you'd like to see the accuracy of, go ahead and highlight it, and after that highlight the enemy unit. You will notice a smaller or larger white circle forming around the enemy. This circle represents your accuracy, and as you can see, at max range the Iron Blaster is quite inaccurate, as its missiles can hit anywhere within that big white circle. However, some people who were way smarter than me found out that the Iron Blaster actually gains accuracy as it ranks up. And it's not just a little bit of accuracy. As you can see in the video right now, we have one Iron Blaster at level 0 and one all the way up at level 9, which is max. Now, remember the big white circle of the level 0? Now look at this tiny white circle of the level 9 Iron Blaster. And this is at max range. Remember that accuracy gets better the closer the target is. So if these bloodletters are all the way up against my Iron Blaster, I basically hit them dead on. But even at this max range distance with the rank 9 Iron Blaster, I am also basically hitting them dead on, which is absolutely insane. Is this overtuned? For campaign, I'd probably say no. It takes quite a while to get something to rank 9, but for multiplayer where you simply buy experience, this might become a slight issue. So what do you think? Is the Iron Blasters too good, or are they fair? Let me know in the comments below. My name has been Rejnols. Thank you so much for watching. Consider supporting the channel by signing up to the Patreon, where you get access to some alternative Warhammer art, or by buying Warhammer 3, 2, or 1 through my affiliate links. All of it can be found in the description below. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll hopefully see you all very soon.